Hi, welcome to my channel, Sparkle and Glue. So glad to have you here today. So I thought we could work on a folio together. It has a flip page and it also has um, a lot of pockets, so it'll be fun for us to work on. The paper I'm using is from NitwitCollections, and here is the cutting guide. I'll leave that out so we can go over it as we work on the album together, but you can also take a screenshot if you'd like. So back to the paper. It is called Sunset Dreams and it's really pretty. It has a lot of flowers and really bright colors and sayings, and so these are just some of the tags that they have, and this big balloon which I really love. And I cut out this one. This is a tag and I glued on some flowers and different things, but we'll see it more as we decorate. Also, this paper is from DCWV and it is solid cardstock, but it is dual toned, so it has lighter on one side, darker on the other. And it really makes a nice contrast when we're putting the folio together, and as well as envelopes and different things we're going to make. So a lot of fun, and maybe we could just get started. So the first is the base cover, which I already cut out, but we'll score together. So on the scoring board, we're going to score this at 9.5 side, and the paper I cut is 9.5 by 6. So we're putting it on the 9.5. And we're going to score at 4 3/4, which is actually just the center. You can fold it if you prefer, but go ahead and just fold it in half and press down. And this is going to make our main base book. The second is our flip page, which is at 6 5 1/8. And we're going to score on the 5 1/8 side, and we're going to score it 1/2. And this is going to create the flip page we have, which we're going to glue into the folio. And our next, okay, I'm just pushing down on that, and that's where it's going to glue in, right inside. And our next are the two pockets, and they're at 4.5 by 2.5. I've already cut them, and you don't need to score. So we'll just put them to side for now. The third pocket is a little bigger than the others by 1 inch, and that is 4.5 by 3.5. And again, you don't need to score, but we'll just be placing it underneath. And then the last piece is an envelope we're going to make, is by 6 by 6, and we'll go ahead and make that later on as we're putting the folio together. So we have our base here, and I'm just pushing down to make the score line a little crisper, and we're going to glue it. And I'm going to glue so the paper matches up, so you can't really see the glue part at, the flap as much. So we're going to just line that up, and I'm going to use the art glitter glue that I have, and I'm going to place glue on the flap and press it down. So that's the first part of our folio. And this is just creating a little booklet. And the next is, let's start gluing down the pockets. So we're going to start with the larger pocket first and just glue around 3 sides. This way we'll have the top as a pocket. So this is the 4.5 by 3.5 pocket that I'm putting down first, and I'm just lining it up. It's just a little smaller than the actual size of the base, so just center it the best you can. And then we're going to go ahead and glue the second pocket on top, which this is the 4.5 by 2.5. And again, I'm just putting some glue around 3 sides, so we can have our double pocket. And just place that on top and press down so you get a nice seal. And once you feel like that's lined up nice and centered, we're going to go ahead and just press down. And then we're going to go ahead and glue the first pocket on the first page. And that is the same thing, the 4.5 by 2.5, and we're just gluing that down. And I'm just pressing down. This is, again, from the paper from the Knitwit Collections, and I cut this out on my Cricut. And I'm going to glue the balloon down first, but I definitely want to leave some, don't press it all the way because I want to add the corner piece underneath. And the corner piece is just flowers from their collection. Again, that was cut out on the Cricut. So you can cut these out on your own, but the Cricut cuts them just perfectly. And so I'm just placing the balloon down where I think it will look pretty, but again, don't press all the way, or I'm not pressing all the way because I do want this underneath. And so I'm just leaving it lifted a little so it doesn't adhere. And then I'm placing glue all over the inside of the corner piece. So we can just place that down and line it up on the bottom and the left-hand side and underneath our balloon. So it just gives us a little bit of a layered look, but very pretty, very bright, and I really like the paper from them. I don't know if you've ever gone to Knitwit, but I'll link it in the description. So this is our 6x6, and we're going to go ahead and fold in envelope. And just simply fold this paper in half and press down so you get a nice crease. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it the other way just so we can get a marking of where the middle actually is. So you don't need to push all the way down. But this will just, you'll see. So we're going to just place a little pressure there, and now you know where your center is. And just fold up both sides to meet in the middle. And you have to decide which side you'd prefer to be on the page. When you fold this up, you want to fold a little higher than the actual lines, because you want the envelope to, you see how the lines are folding up and making more of an envelope. And I'm just pressing down here, and what we want to do is fold under this little tab here. Now you can leave that out if you'd prefer, but I just want it folded under so I have more room to place items inside the pocket of the envelope. And after that's done, now let's see what it looks like on the other side so you can make a decision. So I like the flower side a lot better than the polka dot side, but this way maybe you can see more of the flowers from the open part of the envelope. So let's go ahead and leave it this way for now. Well, not for now, because once you glue it, you're stuck with it. But let's go ahead and place glue on the flaps of the envelope, but you want to make sure to leave the pocket opened because, well, you want to slide tags and different things in. So I'm just putting glue around the outsides and that little tab I'm gluing in. And now let's just press down so you get a nice seal on the envelope. And once that feels like it's glued and adhered, let's go ahead and glue it into our folio. And just place it where you think would be nice. And I'm just placing glue on the back of the envelope so we can just adhere it to the folio. And let's see. Okay, this would be really nice here. So let's place it down, and there you go. and just push down a little bit so the glue sticks, and we have our folio. Now for this page I thought we could add another one of the pretty corner flowers, but I'm only going to glue on the outside so we can actually use it as a pocket as well, to just put tags or different items that we want inside. So I'm going to just line this up to the score line, but not past the score line, because you want it to be able to fold easily. And I'm also lining it up across the bottom. So there we have it. It's our folio, which looks, I think, pretty nice. And maybe we can start decorating a little bit. So we have our pockets, and let's see what we have. All right, so I'm going to just bring some of these into frame so you can see the different pieces that I cut out. This collection actually has a lot more. They have buttons, they have all different items, but this is what I had. I actually had some of these cut out from a previous project I did with it, and I put them away. This is just a tag that I glued a flower on and bliss on the back. This is another tag. I added some lined paper. I don't know how well you can see it in the picture, but this is for journaling cards. And let's go ahead and just, oh, this one is a little file folder, a little file folder tab, and that's a little taller, so maybe we can put that in. And some tags we're adding. I love that they have a lot of really pretty words and sayings and different things. So let's go ahead and just add the word create right on our pocket envelope. That would be very pretty. I did use some ink on a lot of these items, and I used Tim Holtz Vintage Photo is what I was using. Some of these might also be with a different ink from Tim Holtz that I used to use, Gathered Twigs, I'm not sure, but they both are a lot the same. And then we're just putting tags and sayings and just picking out from what we have. Dreams, that's a very, always pretty, right? And pink, that is kind of just looks pretty against the dark blue navy. So we'll put that in there and then add some of our tags that we can journal on into the front and back pockets. And here are just some more cards, but I think we have our folio pretty full. So for now, I think those are the pieces we'll use, and I'll put these away for another time, and we can maybe use it on a different project. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you make this folio. And I will, like I said, I'll link NitwitCollections down below their channel so you can look at some of their ideas and some of their projects that they have. It's really pretty. Anyway, thank you again for stopping by my channel, and I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. So enjoy and have a wonderful day. Thanks again, and keep sparkling, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.